Welcome back. Smooth in Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. It is day 53 in Titan X, and we are doing exactly what we need to be doing, right? Price is very volatile. We're going up and down a crazy amount every single hour, right? But we've had a little bit of a pump, which is nice, right? We're sitting at 506. Love it. We are continuously growing, and the amount of users is going up, and the daily update is continuously roaring forward. And let's just pop right into it. So, estimated Titan X at the end of a miner is 1.403 billion. Still an amazing amount of coins, right? ETH to start a miner, full max miner is $454 or 0.2085, roughly $8,500, just more than a 17x. Love it, right? So, like I said, 506, beautiful. And we have dropped under 6.7 million Titan X per day mineable. So we're at 6.666 million Titan X mineable per day. Early adoption amplifier is 8.51%. This daily update is growing, and it is continuously pushing this supply down. It's pushing the price up, right? And every day it's just going to get a little bit harder, over and over and over again, right? And what people don't realize, right? I said something about how in my last video, Bitcoin is 13 years old. And someone commented on my last video saying that anybody that's comparing the project that they're interested in to Bitcoin is an immediate no for me, right? And I think that's so funny because it's like, okay, so what can we compare any project to besides Bitcoin, right? Every project is different, but the only thing that's true to the whole entire crypto is that Bitcoin started crypto and it leads the pack. A lot of people say Ethereum's going to pass Bitcoin, and I would love that. Nothing more, but Bitcoin's leading the pack, right? And what it shows is that Bitcoin is 13 years old, and we see how crypto long term can really play out. And that is the only crypto that really, well, there's other cryptos as well, like Ethereum, but we have only one super comparable to the movement of the entire crypto market, and that is Bitcoin. So anybody that's comparing their coin to Bitcoin is just showing the differences, or right, the similarities between the two. And the long-term aspect of crypto is so bullish because of Bitcoin, right? We see what it can do. It's done millions of X's. So we have a daily update. And this daily update is going to be providing at least a halvening, right? Almost every year. So every day through the daily update function, the amount of Titan X that can be mined is reduced and becomes more expensive to mine over time, increasing the ETH cost. This is a more aggressive version of the 4-year Bitcoin halvening. The Titan X daily reductions add up to more than one halvening per year, plus the Ethereum cost increase. This pushes up the cost of production floor over time as it becomes harder and harder to produce one Titan X as time grows. So imagine, right? Bitcoin has done 3 halvenings. 3. 2020, 2026, and 2012. So everybody relax on the comparisons. I can compare whatever cryptos I want to each other. But if Bitcoin can rip like it did with 3 halvenings, and all you can do is just hold your Bitcoin. Imagine what type of game theory this crypto has, right? And for everybody to say, if no one's buying the coin, it's going to go to zero. Every coin is like that. So I'm tired of the FUD in my comments. It is just comical how non-open minded people are, and all they want to do is just talk down on certain cryptos. But if I can compare Bitcoin to Titan X solely based on the long-term aspect of Bitcoin and the halvenings per uh, each coin, right? We're gonna have one every single year, and it adds up to more than one halvening per year. So just imagine what the halvenings over and over every year, year over year, is going to do to our ecosystem and price. Not to mention hyper. I don't even want to mention it. Just Titanx alone. So we have a lot of great stuff on the time horizon. We still have great miner capabilities for long term, and it's not going to be like this forever, right? Every day, the price floor that you need for ROI to stay the same has to increase. So it's 1.4 billion tokens, right? Tomorrow it's going to be under 1.4 billion tokens at the end of the miner. But, T ranks are great and they're continuously growing, right? A lot of people that have miners are astonished with how much the T ranks help. And it's damn near a 2x on your total Titan X. So food for thought. Love it. The ETH rolling payouts, right? We have $610,000 in the 8 day and $3.14 million in the 28 day. So roughly, 3.8, $3.7 million dollars that's going to go out on day 56. So this Friday, lot of money, lot of ETH getting put out, sitting at over $3 million in each of the 90 and the 369 day payouts, and almost 1.4 million in the 888 day payout. So payouts are looking good, payouts are looking healthy, and we're continuously growing, right? People say every single time a payout comes, there's no way we're going to be able to keep doing it, and look, we're still doing it. So this is the second 28-day payout, and this is the 11th what am I talking about? The seventh 8-day payout. So we're looking good on the payouts. I'm super bullish on those. So with the 3.33 ETH callable every 8 minutes on the buy and burn V2, we're still sitting at $13.3 million in the buy and burn V2. So we're burning millions of dollars, buying and burning millions of dollars every single day. And the capability of this buy and burn is still looking very healthy. I'm very bullish on it still. And buy and burn V2 still sitting at, buy and burn V1 is still sitting at 857 ETH used, right? So we still have 4458 Ethereum in this. So roughly 9.7 million. So, we're still sitting at over $22 million in buy and burn funds. Very, very healthy for a low cap coin. Stats. Oh, would you look at that? Under 7% liquid. Are we proving everybody wrong? What is this? Right? Under 7%. We've dropped almost a whole percent since yesterday. And that's massive. And I know, right? I'm going to get flamed for it. Here's another Bitcoin to Titan X comparison. The total amount of total amount of Bitcoin that's available to buy is less than 5% of the entire available coins that ever been mined. Less than 5% is available. So if people are thinking Bitcoin's going to rip when we have almost the same amount of liquid supply, I think this is super bullish, right? 6.76% liquid, right? 393 billion tokens. Staked amount is 32.95%, and the buy and burn is almost burnt 60%. So 59.61%. Almost 3 trillion tokens bought and burned, right? Staked amount is 1.65 billion. Trillion. Crazy, right? LP fees burned. So this is what people don't realize is the buy and burn V1 and V2 are two forms of buy and burn. And also the LP fees burned are on Uniswap V3. This is a third buy and burn. So right now we're sitting at 3 buy and burns, not to mention Hyper, and not to mention if any other projects are built on top of this. And I got some in the works, right? I got something in the works, but it's going to take a little time for me to get fully finished and fully done. And, I want to get it checked by people. So let's see. Let's just kind of hope it gets done sooner rather than later. Um, so lot of great stats on here. Anything under 10% is healthy, and we're sitting at 6.76. So 506, crazy. I'm loving it. The amount of people that are in now is almost 9,500, right? And 154,000 miners, 28.2 thousand ETH used, and we're continuously pushing miners, right? Keeping that same, basically same number, roughly that 3,000 number each day, and big payouts are in the future, right? We've had a lot of inflation these past few days, and people want to get in before those that day 56 payouts, right? And that's the way the game's played, and people are pushing these prices up and down all day long, right? I'm here for the long term. I'm not wavered. If you've been in crypto this whole time throughout this whole bear market, if you're worried about a little price drop, what are you doing? Right? We've been absolutely beat down and brutalized this entire bear market. And we're continuously holding bags of our promised coins, right? Big payout coming, right? And bigger payouts, not the bigger, but big payouts coming in after. A lot of people are getting in for full length miners, and obviously it's the best ROI. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people doing short term miners, right? Tons of people, right? Tons, and people are saying that, oh, they're just doing the long term to get the most gains. It's like, yeah, well, why would why wouldn't you do that? And you are delaying gratification doing that. You're going to have to wait a year to get almost a year to get these miners, right? 280 days. That's a long time to wait. People have been gaming the system and doing quick flip miners, and at these current prices, right? These 30-day miners, these 14-day miners, right? There's certain amount of miners that aren't profitable anymore, right? We can pull it up, right? So we'll go 7-day. 7-day, you're losing 33%, right? 14-day, you're only making 30%. So these short-term miners are slowly becoming less profitable, and that's kind of the point, right? So it'll push long-term miners heavier than they would short-term miners, which the whole point of this project is to delay gratification, let the daily update eat, let these buy and burns do exactly what they're supposed to do, which they've been doing it, right? We've been burning million, right? And this is the million shot, and we had more than a million in the past 3 days. So 4 days of over $1 million bought and burned. So that's crazy. And you know, 174 billion burned, 180 billion burned, 204 billion burned, 195 billion burned. So this buy and burn is ripping. We're still looking at a very healthy amount in the buy and burn V2, which has been pulling the brute of the force, right? Still sitting at over $13 million. So we bought and burned over 8,000 Ethereum. Crazy bullish, crazy bullish. I'm loving it, right? I'm unwavered. People talking crap, people loving it, right? This is par for the course. Any good crypto is highly fudded. And overall, the best thing we can do is just keep holding our bags, keep doing exactly what we're doing, keep growing our bags, get these payouts, right? Get more bags, right? I'm trying to pack as many as I can. And the long-term aspect is the most bullish out of everything here, right? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you appreciate this content. Put Titan X is Boston in the comments. I appreciate everybody. Till next time. Peace.